Acupuncture is the taping of the power which is already within us. Now, for example, you have a certain power in your stomach. Alright? Now, this power is continuously supplied to your other organs in the stomach. Alright? It's used for that. Now, through the sympathetic nervous system, the parasympathetic stores it and the sympathetic uses it. Now, supposing there is a disease in the stomach. So now, the energy in that, vital energy in that particular center is sort of exhausted or is much less. So what do? How to get well, that person? They take from another center, divert it and put it there. And that's how they try to cure that. But by that, they create an imbalance. Because you have a limited area. You have a absolutely limited energy. Now this limited, supposing you have a limited petrol. And another car you find whose petrol is all finished. Now if you push the petrol into another car, maybe that car will go halfway and you will also go halfway and finished. You understand my point? So both of them reduce your longevity. So it is the extraction of the energy which is within us, which is limited. Sahaj Yoga is a very different thing. In Sahaj Yoga, your Kundalini rises and connects you with the all-pervading power. So all the time you are getting power, the vital power within you flowing. And there is no sort of dearth of that power. It's all the time flowing, the grace. But here when you tap one energy to another, there's no proper understanding how much to give, how much to balance. And there is no need at all. Once you are a realized soul, supposing somebody has a stomach trouble, you have to just put your hand on the stomach, finished. This person you can cure. You can cure cancer, you can cure anything. Because you become the source of that energy and your energy is not limited. You are getting energy from the all-pervading power. You are connected with it. So whatever you are going is just flowing like that. And you just become a witness of that power which is flowing. So you don't have to mismanage, mishandle anybody. You just look after that part which requires energy and you raise the Kundalini and give realization to that sick person also so that he can give it to another. He gets cured, then he can cure others. It is like that. So, taping this energy was first started in China when Zen system came into action. Zen, you see. Now Zen is nothing but Sahaj Yoga, same thing as. But Zen had only 26 Kashyapas in 6 centuries. Kashyapas means realized soul. Only 26 in 6 centuries. And now there are none. I have met the chairman of the Zen who came here. See, he's a chairman. I don't know how he's a chairman. His Kundalini is just frozen there. He cannot get realization. I tell you. It's beyond realization. He was sick, so they took me to him and he said that, yes, you have healed me, this, that. Give me your healing power. I said, you'll have to take your realization. He said, how can I be a Kashyapa? There were only so many. How can I be a Kashyapa? I'm not still I said, you will become. Why don't you take it? But see, he was on like this. He wouldn't take realization. They want to live in ignorance. So, main thing is, you first get your realization. You get your power within yourself and manifest it into others. But no use putting oil from here to here and there to there. At least let one oil burn. You will have only stomach trouble. Otherwise the whole body will collapse, which was to collapse, say, stomach trouble is there. Then it's alright, you can continue with the stomach trouble. But if you remove it from your head there, then within say 5 days everybody is finished. Moreover, it attacks heart. It attacks heart. That's the main point. And acupuncture is one thing I've seen those who take acupuncture are difficult to get realization. Even if they get it, it's difficult to maintain it because of the imbalances created in the body. We should not create any imbalance ourselves. Already we have created it. At the most, if you have to do anything, balance it. Do not create more imbalances. And this is what is happening with these all things which are done in ignorance. They do not tell you what you do really. They never tell you. Like TM, they don't tell you what. It is nothing but possession. They are possessing you. Absolutely, they are possessing you. They mesmerize you. They don't tell you you mesmerize and put a possession on you. If you tell you won't pay money to this fellow. Isn't it? So they won't tell you. They say it is transcendental meditation. How do you go to trance? Ask any Indian, he'll tell you. You can only go into trance through mesmerism. Mesmerism comes through only spirits. Spirits, when you get possessed, then only you get into trance. That's why they are behaving like this, jumping like this. Now people are paying for getting convulsions and epilepsy. Look at this Bernard Levin, such an educated man. He writes that if you go to Rajneesh, you get convulsions. There is more reason you should not go. You pay to get convulsions and to get epilepsy. First of all, you cannot pay. First of all, if it is real. Because it is too real to be bought. Alright? First of all. The first thing is this. And the second thing is that whatever you get should transform you completely into a beautiful person. Your health must improve. Your mind must improve. You should be a fine person. Your temperament must change. Your habits must change. Your priorities must change. You should be a person who is a master of yourself. Instead of going to this man means, or to that guru means, you become a worse person. That's what is happening. How can that be? And this is not to be achieved through rationality, because rationality is limited. It's a state of mind where you jump into. It's an actualization. It happens to you. Something that is actual should happen to you. You cannot just rationalize it sitting down, oh, I'm God, I'm Brahma. How do you become? Supposing sitting down here, I say I am Queen Elizabeth. They'll arrest me and put it in the jail. You see my point? So all these gurus are doing the same thing. And now see, you are having problems with that. You can see that. Sitting and all that, you are getting all these problems are because of that. Now will you please take to something real? You should take to Sahaj. Alright? Now give up that acupuncture for a while. It's a horrible stuff. It's sinful, I tell you. It spoils Kundalini of others. Their chance to realization is diminished. You would not like to do something like that. It's very wrong. It's very wrong. It attacks the base of human beings. Any one of them is just the same. You can learn homeopathy. Homeopathy is better, 1,000 times better than this. If you want to cure people, homeopathy is better. It is much more congenial to human nature. You can learn Ayurvedic, you can learn any one of these things. But I cannot understand this acupuncture at all. Chinese don't use it in China. Can you imagine? In China they don't. No, they are telling you lies. They never do it. I've been to China mainland. They never do it in China. All telling you lies. They don't believe in Lao Tse. They don't believe in him at all. In mainland China, they don't believe in Lao Tse. Just they don't have it. They have other teas and this and that. And they use certain roots, a more Ayurvedic style. But not acupuncture, they don't have. I have been in China myself. I asked them about it. They say, Lao Tse, useless fellow. Like that. You see, because after Lao Tse, very few people got realization. And this one has to know what are the centers in the hand, where they are. They are also using all wrong points, all sympathetic points. They are not using the right points, which are the parasympathetic. But that you need not do with realization. Now why should you do it? It's all right. Alright? It's a tremendous task. One side, so many people are ruined. They are seekers. They have to seek. And so many people have come round with all kinds of, ignorant stuff. It's absolutely naive and dangerous. The other side is the society is going down. Political people are mad. See, it's whole-sided. If you see the whole world, I don't know what's happening. In America, people are so mad. The other day I saw a picture, I don't know, you saw that BBC thing. It was horrible. I don't know. And then one of the interviewer even asked that this is, don't you think it's too much, you are going too far with this kind of mass nonsense, and why should you do it? Is it not that because of all these sinful acts, the pressure is mounting up in this area and there will be a big earthquake? They say, we don't believe in all that. We have a lot of enjoyment and this and that. And they looked horrid. You could see from their faces that they were telling lies. There was no enjoyment, nothing. You could see sick people, absolutely sick, horrible looking. All their agya catching, vishuddhi catching, muladhara catching. And what are they happy? How can they be happy? They believe in telling lies and believing in it and living with it because they think, that is going to help their ego. We must ask for reality.